What up, YouTube? It's about time for another English review here at Thomas Opent. Welcome back. Yeah, I really wanted to do these English reviews every other week, and I don't really think that's working out so far. It's just been insanely busy lately. So yeah, I'll do my best to keep the English reviews going. If there's still a demand for them, of course. If there is, let me know. I mean, for all I know, I could just drop the entire English thing. But it's something that I like to do because some of my vocab, some of my technical terms, they just work better for me in English. So yeah. Anyway, onto the beer, onto the review. We got something from Brouwerij at Uiltje, Dutch brewery. They run the gamut when it comes to styles. They do everything. They go from pale ales to India pale ales, stouts, barley wines. You know, they do everything. I think they released several saisons, at least one or two, whatever. They just love to do their different kinds of beers. They also started something new because finally, over the last, well, actually for a while now, probably a year or two, three, with the craft beer scene really exploding in the Netherlands, people have been demanding fresh IPAs. They really want to know that the beer they're drinking is fresh. So at Uiltje started something called Fresh and Fast. That basically they release they announce when the beer is released, but also where they're going to be able, where you will be able to buy them, like at the same day. They'll be canned in the morning. You can drink them in the evening. Now that's something pretty wild for the Netherlands. That's something pretty new. Unfortunately, I live in an area of the Netherlands where we don't really have any stores right around the corner that sell these fresh and fast cans. So I have to really be lucky that when I place an order for some of my beers online, that that particular web shop just got some of these in. And thankfully they did. I ordered this last weekend, got them in a few days ago. It was canned on the 22nd. So time of drinking, this thing is 8 days old. That's fresh. That's just hella fresh. And what do I have here? It's the Mosaic Moustache Juice Edition NEIPA New England IPA version. 7% alcohol. The beer was also released in a West Coast edition. Different yeast. So you could really taste the difference. Unfortunately, I only got my hands on the Juice Edition New England IPA, which kind of really sucks because I really prefer my West Coast style. I do. But you know what? I'm not one to shrug away from a good New England style IPA. I do like them. I do enjoy them. When they're well made, I actually do really love them. But people who've been watching my channel for a while now will know I'm not the biggest IPA fan. I'm not. I prefer my stouts and my barley wines, my breaded beers, my sours, my guzzes. That's my kind of jam. That's what I love. So, you know, but good, fresh IPA, you know, who doesn't love it? You have to admit, you can't go really wrong when it's well made. When it's well made. So it says Mosaic. Doesn't say anything about any other hops used. It just says when it comes to the ingredients, it says water, barley and wheat malt, oats, hops, yeast. So I'm assuming, since they didn't specify it, that's the only hop in here. So I'm expecting juicy, of course. I'm expecting tropical notes, maybe a little bit of Opent, expecting a little bit of citrus, that kind of stuff. You know, just your usual. I just took this out of the refrigerator, I think about 10-15 minutes ago. I do prefer my IPAs not straight out of the fridge. I do like it when they're a little bit more, not in a room temperature, but I want them a little bit more than that refrigerated temperature. Yeah. So, you know, sue me, that's what I like. I mean, each their own, right? Each their own. So when it comes to Uiltje, I always consider the stuff a little bit hit and miss, and some of it is, when it's good, it's good. Unfortunately, when it isn't, you can tell. I had a stout by Uiltje a few days ago, and it disappointed. It just did. Or no, a week ago, whatever. It was a bit disappointing. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So let's go to this beer. I'm going to pour out the remnants in a moment because, as you can see, it's not actually that haze for days. I mean, there's definitely a haze to it, but if I put my finger like this, I can see my finger. So it's a bit hazy, but it's not what you think. Like, this is your New England style IPA juice bomb. It's a fucking white head on there, like that's neon white, and it's got some, you know, diverse bubbling going on, some small, some big, it's staying on pretty well. So that means that it's not too of an aggressive hoppy beer. I would say some of those very hopped up beers, especially dry hop beers. They get the hop oils in there, and those oily bits will fuck up a head very soon. But anyway, yeah, this looks the part. It's almost, it should be hazier if you ask me, but maybe when we pour out the rest in there, in a little bit, we'll get some more. So let's go for the nose first. So yeah, that's tropical fruits. That's tropical fruits for days. You get a little bit of peach. Definitely a lot of peach, actually. I've got a little bit of that sharp pineapple thing going on. And you get a good, decent amount of green in there. You know, it smells green. You know what I mean? That smells fresh. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of that malt coming through. A little bit of a soft caramel sweetness, definitely fruity sweetness. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. God, I really hope this tastes good. I'm still amazed at, maybe you guys can see a little bit, but that is not very, very hazy for a New England style IPA. Let's go and see how she tastes, right? Cheers. Okay. Okay. So, sure, it's a juice edition, so you definitely get your tropical fruits. I'm not sure if the hops used were very fresh, but you definitely get some. You definitely get that juiciness, but it goes away pretty quickly, and what you're left with is that sort of hoppy bitterness, that sort of piney. It's definitely a bit piney. Not very expressive in the... Yeah, you know, I need to pour the rest out. Maybe that'll do something, because I'm not really getting any of that oat character as well. When you get wheat in there and oats, you're expecting a bit of a thicker body. So yeah, that certainly, you know, hazed it up a little bit. It's still not one of those fruit juice kind of looking beers, but... Okay, there's a little bit of that wheat character coming through. Not very strong. Oats, not really getting them a lot. I mean, seriously, there's oats in here. Yeah, there's oats in there. I don't know. I think it's predominantly focusing on the barley malt here, not so much on the wheat and the oats. But it's not a bad beer. It's a nice beer. It's fresh. It's drinkable. It's very nice. I mean, I just got home from work and having a chill evening by myself. My girlfriend's gone for an evening work thing. I got pizza. I'm gonna watch some Flash on Netflix, and I got myself a nice little fresh IPA. And you can't really go wrong there. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with the beer. It just is not hella expressive. It's got freshness, it's got juiciness, there's a little bit of hoppy bitterness, no hop burn, not getting a big hop burn here. I haven't had all of those fresh and fast because, like I said, I can't really get them all very, very fast and fresh. Kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? But I've heard that a few people complained with some of them that there were a few hop burny beers in there. Yeah, you know, that's the thing that you can get. That's the thing that you can get, because the problem is that when we started really digging those New England style IPAs, they're being overproduced, they're being mass produced, and you get these beers that are like very full on great and fruity in the beginning on the palate, and then you go on and it's just basically hop bitterness and hop burn and that lingering juiciness that you want. Like this, it fades, and you're left with a lesser made IPA, New England style IPA, NEIPA, whatever you want. You know, it's not gonna, yeah, not the case here. It's fresh, it's approachable, it's got fruitiness, it's got some sweetness from the malts. It's basically whatever you want from a good IPA. I struggle calling this a New England IPA. Really, I expect more. Maybe that's because you keep looking at those New England IPAs we've been seeing over the last year. You know, those incredibly thick, dense. You can't see like a few millimeters into them before it's so hazy and cloudy they are. And maybe this goes back towards a more original New England style IPA before it really became, you know, the bee's knees. Do people still say the bee's knees? Did people ever really actually say the bee's knees? I don't know. All I'm saying is that when it comes to this beer, it's nice, it's fresh, it's drinkable, it's approachable. Can't go wrong. It's gonna win any awards? I doubt it. Is it gonna win any hearts in terms of best New England IPA ever? I doubt it. But 7%, can you crush 2 of these cans in an evening? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, you can. See what I did there? Yeah. It's got a little bit of that, you know, mango, peachy, pineapple-y, fruity. That's it, you know, and it's good. I like it. I'm going to give it a 3.75. 3.75 for what I think is just a nice, well-made, drinkable New England style IPA. Cool with me. I like it. That's it for that review. What more can I say? I say like the video, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and I'm forgetting something. Check out the description box below the video. You'll find links to my Instagram, my Untapped, and my Facebook page. You can follow me over there, and you can see beers that I don't review, but I do have a thing or two to say about. And yeah, that's it. See you in another review. Cheers. Proost.